All right, so we're here at the Finji booth. I just checked out, what did I check out? Tunic. I just checked out Tunic and Overland. I'm here with, what's your official title, sir?
I'm community manager of Finji, and my name is Harris.
Harris, tell me about Tunic.
Well, Javi, first of all, thank you for having me on your Critbox program. Tunic is it's an action-adventure game where you play as a small fox in a big world. Your purpose is to fight monsters, explore the wilderness, and discover secrets. It is being developed by Andrew Schuldice, a one-man development team, so everything you see on that screen is the work of one insanely talented dude. We are publishing it at Finji, and we are super excited to have it on the PC, Mac, and as an Xbox One console launch exclusive.
It's a little different than the build I played a couple years back that had just, it was very Zelda-like. You got your sword, your bombs, and all that stuff. This one starts out with finding a stick, and basically it shows how progression would work, where you get a new item, and then you can now tear through previous obstacles. Is there anything that you can share about how progression works in Tunic?
Sure, yeah. Andrew has a design philosophy where he never wants a hard stop on anything. So he's never going to have a blue key, blue door puzzle. He's never going to have a reason where you're going to be banging your head against the wall because you don't have an item. Every single item in this game is merely a suggestion. Now, so we do have the sword that helps you chop down some bushes to progress in this demo, but that's because we specifically want you to find this sword in the demo. In the final game, there might be a world in which you can beat the whole game without picking up a weapon, or maybe just the stick. He wanted it to have the pseudo-open world nature of something like a Zelda 1, where you open up this world and you don't have a task, you don't have any idea of what you want to do, you just have your own kind of intuition and your own drive, and you make the game what you will of it.
So the demo ended with a gigantic boss destroying me. My question is that a huge troll, or can you defeat that boss in this demo?
Yes, that's a great question. So that boss is normally way later in the game. You will be stronger, you will have more weapons at your disposal, possibly. The reason why that boss is in the demo completely kicking your butt is because we need your butt off that chair so the next person can play. But I've been giving this demo for about a year. I've seen it beaten. I've seen it beaten twice. Yeah.
Was one of those times me?
No. I've seen the boss being beaten by people who, at smaller shows, something like Rooster Teeth Expo, DreamHack, when the lines aren't crazy like this. Rachel, can we please get a shot of the crazy line?
That's a crazy line.
When the lines aren't crazy like this, people will come back 6-7 times in the same day trying new strategies. The best story of this is a young man who is a speedrunner in his free time. He tried time and time again, and every time he would get up, and you could see him thinking about it. You could see him, okay, I know what I did wrong. So the last day of the convention comes around, he comes to me, I'm like, in line again, huh? And he says, today's the day. And I was like, why is that? And he says, I had a dream about it, and there were strategies there that I never thought to do. This is the one. I stayed behind him, watching the whole time, beat the boss. He did it. And so yeah, that was an amazing moment for sure.
Tunic is a game that I've been highly anticipating for several years now. I've seen it all over the place. It was at the Microsoft press conference at E3 this year. But I've seen mostly this same starting area. How far along can you tell me the game is at this point?
So because it's a one-man development project, it's kind of hard to put a percentage of completion on it or anything. I can say the game as a concept is complete. All there is to do is just fill in the color, right? Color in the lines. And I've seen stuff that you have not seen, and it is... it blows this out of the water. There's some boss designs that are really cool, some environments. You can see some of that stuff in the trailer. There's snow environments, there's indoors, outdoors. So the game will have the setting variety that you expect to find in a very large adventure. Not everything's going to be Green Hill Zone over here. It's going to be just as deep as you want it to be.
It's really great to hear, because like I was saying earlier off camera, there was just so much variety in the tools that I had, even 3 years ago in that demo. So I'm really excited to see what's in store for Tunic later on.
And even to that point, Tunic is a game about secrets, right? Andrew designed it to be a game where it's like this Nintendo cartridge that your grandma forgot to give you for Christmas that you find in the attic years later. And you're like, I never even knew this game existed. It's in this weird language. So there are paths and secrets in that demo that I purposely did not tell you about that you completely missed. I'm sure there are things even in that demo that I don't know about because that's the way Andrew rolls. But yeah, there's a lot more to that demo, and if you have the chance to play it at PAX or any show in the future, I hope you really put the magnifying glass to it.
Go play Tunic, go check it out. We're all waiting for it, so awesome. Tell me about Overland, though.
So Overland is our turn-based survival game, and it is made in-house by us. So whereas we're publishing Tunic, Overland is our own project. It's made by Adam Saltzman. He's the director for it. He made a game called Cannibalt back in the day, the first ever endless runner. This is a new project. So yeah, it's a really neat combination of XCOM meets like The Last of Us with some Oregon Trail thrown in. It's all about getting your friends, getting into a car, and just going as the world is ending around you.
So from what I gathered from the demo we played, the structure of the game seems like you have point A where you start, and then point B is the end of presumably the game, and then along the way there's these checkpoints, and you're trying to gather supplies in each one of those zones. Are they randomly generated?
Yes. So the game is a procedurally generated adventure. Every run will be different. You will die a lot. The whole point of the game is to start over, try again, try something new. There will be checkpoints that you can resort back to that won't make the slog so long next time you play. But yeah, it's all about making sure that you are, the luckiest, most prepared, all these different combinations to hopefully get a successful run to the west coast of America. Start on the East Coast. Your goal is to get all the way to California, where you've heard things are better.
Okay. I think that Tunic and Overland, they're two very different games, but they both belong in that Finji wheelhouse where it's like they're both visually striking. When you're walking by and you see either of them on a TV, you're like, oh my god, what is that? I need to find out more about that. But one is a tactical strategy kind of randomly generated game, and the other is like an open world adventure game. Both I'm very excited for. So I heard Overland is out in early access right now?
That's right. And before I answer that question, I agree. We follow a lot of design philosophies here. The number one being the game has to be described using the word cozy. And I think those two words really fit these games well. Also, there's a bunch of other things, no M-rated games. The game has to be able to tell a story by looking at it. But yes, to answer your question, Overland is in first access on itch.io, which is Steam for indies. Great program if you haven't used it. If you get it for $20 right now, we will give you a Steam key via email when it is released. And we are looking at PC and Mac for that, as well as consoles, which we have not announced yet.
Great. And I heard earlier that Overland is scheduled to have a full release within a year, you said?
Yes. It's going to be much less than a full year from now. So expect it sometime before 2019 ends. But yes, definitely soon.
All right, Harris, thank you for the interview and for briefing us on these two great games.
So, normally you end an interview with a handshake. That's not going to happen. We're going to have a hug.
Excuse me, microphone man.